Please help me welcome Denise Mount.
Hi, thank you all. Thanks for squeezing in a little storytelling between all these fantastic bands. I have something short, but it's a gift because it's an old folk tale that is in the public domain, which means that you can take the story and make it your own if you want. You don't have to reference or copyright anybody. It's an old folk tale. Once upon a time, a long time ago, in a little village far, far away, there lived two sisters. Now, the sisters looked pretty much alike, but the people in the village, they could tell them apart very well. You see, one sister was Truth, and she always told the truth. And the other sister was Lie, and she only told lies. Now, Truth was beloved by the villagers. They smiled, they laughed, they embraced her, they just made her friend, their friend, and loved her. They did not like Lie at all. They spurned her, they ignored her, they would not listen to her at all. And as a result, Sister Lie had no friends, and she was lonely, and she was a little bit bitter. She wanted to have friends and love like her sister Truth had. And so she came up with a plan. And one day, Sister Truth and Sister Love walked through the village together. They walked up and down the roads of the village, and Sister Truth was greeted, once as always, with warmth and hugs and smiles and conversation. And Sister Lie was ignored. They pretty much turned their backs on her. But they kept walking through the village until late in the afternoon they came to the village edge, which had a huge lake. And it was hot that day, and Sister Lie turned to Truth and said, "Let's go for a swim and cool off for a bit." And Truth said, "That sounds good." And she went to step into the lake, but Sister Lie pulled her back. And she said, No, we should probably take our clothes off so that when we get out of the water, we have dry clothes to put on when we walk back into the village. And Sister Truth said, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea too." And so they took their clothes off, folded them all nicely, and each put theirs in their own pile. And then Truth jumped into the water, and she went swimming and kicking and splashing and floating. And then she realized that Sister Lie was not in the water with her. And she looked over at the lake's edge, and Sister Lie was not there. And one of the piles of clothes was missing. Well, what happened was, as soon as Sister Truth jumped into the water, Sister Lie put on Truth's clothes. And then she walked back into the village with Truth's clothes on, and everybody greeted her and gave her the warmth and love that she had been missing all those years. And in the meantime, Truth got out of the water, and she saw Lie's clothes sitting there, and she thought about putting on Lie's clothes, but she just couldn't bring herself to do it. And she knew that she probably shouldn't walk into the village with nothing on. But then she thought to herself, well, I'm Truth. They will understand. It will be okay. And so Truth walked back into the village with no clothes on. And the people could not look at her. They just looked away. They were too nervous to look at her. And folks, that's the way it's been ever since. Because you see, people would rather put their faith in a well-dressed lie than to look at the naked truth. Thank you all.
Thank you, Denise. Thanks for listening.